I sell only the best gear, tested and true. And the prices are set. So if you want to haggle, then go find a goblin. Have a good one.
Temple of Altar.
King's honor, friend. For the Alliance.
It's got my name and my email. Join the PAX Day Alpha test. Okay. Alright. So PAX Day. So PAX Day. Well, I did sign up for the PAX Day Alpha. I also signed up for the PAX Day Content Creator Program. Hopefully we get access to both. Don't really know if we will. Shall wait and see. been 54 for 9 hours. Jesus. Wow, total time played 9 days. I remember when it was like 6 days. It's amazing how the leveling process really slows down when you get past level 50. Okay, why is this like weird looking furry character like half naked? This is just so stupid. Look at this. Like weird, like crazy furry.
And he vanished. Oh my god, see, vanished literally didn't work. Okay, see that?
God. Okay, well, whatever. I shouldn't criticize. I mean, I play female tunes, so I guess what's the difference between playing a female character or having some weird-ass furry female character? Don't get me wrong, I like the Final Fantasy furry characters. I can't remember what their name, but that's my character in Final Fantasy is a little cat girl. So, you know, so I can't really criticize that. Just the fact that she's like her boobs are showing, I think is kind of silly. But you know, boys will be boys. Like boobs. I just burped. Boobs. Don't get me wrong, I like boobs too. Put it on my stream. Get this. Hardcore gang. Hardcore nomies. And hardcore fallen empire. Oh, I wish I was level 60. We need to get to level 60. Is there any more crazy death clips? Someone died. Oh, someone died at 53.
No.
Oh, we just got the clip of the very end when he died. Got 250 health. He should go into defensive stance. He should put on a shield. But of course, he won't. He won't. Does he have a shield wall? He's got some sort of a item here. See this mail he's got on his bar here, so I'm assuming that has some sort of a proc effect. He's got the loofah, which can remove bleed effects. Does he have a bleed effect? No, he's got the Songflower. What else we got? I don't really see anything else that he can do. I mean, I don't see target dummies on his bars. He's got a lot of things showing cooldowns here. I'm going to assume one of these is his healing potion. Got the same thing I have here, which is the evergreen pouch. Take a look as he dies.
No, no, no.
Why do people have to... I wish people wouldn't play like... See, my stream's going to be demonetized now because I played this, because he's playing freaking Eminem in the background. 115 health, what? Oh, he got him. 66 health. Wow, so he almost died here, but I guess he didn't learn his lesson, because then he went back, and he gets killed. Let's see. Here, hold on a second. He's fighting 2 mobs. But now there's another mob throwing shadow bolts at him, which is ultimately, as a warrior, going to be your undoing. Magic will shred you. Shreds just about anybody, to be honest. As you can see, incoming shadow bolt, boom. And we're probably going to see another shadow bolt, boom, right there. And these guys love to get you with this poison. Once again, make sure that you have this right here, these cleansing, poison removal, which I have right here, which is anti-venom. Make sure you have anti-venom. I'm down to 2, so I need to start stocking up some more anti-venom. Actually, I'm 300 first aid, though, and I got to figure out where could I learn the next rank, because he wasn't showing up from the trainer. So I got to figure out, is that like a book or something? I got to Google that and see why I don't have the... Right now, the only anti-venom I have is this one, but there's actually one that works off of, bigger, like large venom sacs, and for some reason I haven't been able to find out. I got to Google that and see how I can learn that. But yeah, you can see he's got the poison on him that's slowing down his movement, and you see that a lot with these death clips. People don't have, like, he could have cleansed this poison off. Like, if you rolled... I mean, it's not guaranteed that you're going to cleanse it off, but at least, give yourself the option. Try to use the venom. Try to use your anti-venom to remove that. See here, I'm trying to use it. Of course, it doesn't do anything because I don't have anything on me. Just makes my hands glow green, like Green Lantern. I am Green Lantern!
The hippogriff is a noble beast, proud and swift. They are an honor to train and can quickly take their rider a great distance.
Still got the poison on him for 6 more seconds. Now, he tries to bandage, which was not a good idea, because... you're not going to get much of a tick off the bandage. You might get like 1 tick. I mean, the bandage wasn't a horrible idea. It's not a horrible idea. Now, what about this here? This could be. This could be, if this could be right here, could be the jungle remedy. If this is jungle remedy right here, all he has to do is use that and it'll remove the poison. Do I use a quest guide? No, I mean, I do and I don't. I do and I don't, because basically, I mean, most of the quests I do in vanilla, I pretty much know them. But I do have Questy, so you can see it down here. We've got Questy. But I just basically have this down here at the bottom. I like to see how many quests that I have. Like, I've accepted 60 and 20. I also have the Guild Wars 2 UI, which shows quests here. Which sometimes I'll expand this and look at it, but not very often. But the biggest thing is, with Questy installed, I get the markers on the map, like, like these markers here, like down here, which are good. So it tells me, like, when I'm on a quest where the objectives are, but I don't have, like, a guide like Rusted XP that says, go here, go there, because I find that to be ridiculously stupid. if I want to play I don't want to play an MMO on rails. I don't want something that's just going to tell me what to do, you know? I pretty much just do whatever I want to do. You know, if I feel like doing quests in this zone, I go to this zone. If I feel like going to Underground Crater, I go to Underground Crater. So, I mean, I'm sure I don't level as fast as people that just are just, you know, zombie walking through Rested XP's guide. But I just find doing what I want to do a lot more fun than having some guide tell me what to do.
Hello.
Yeah, because that's just more fun. It's more fun. I mean, I don't, you know, I did sign up for the PAX Day alpha today, so I was pretty excited
assist you.
about that. How many do we have? We've got enough for what, 20? So let's. Ah, fuck it. Let's buy 20 more. Oh, I know I'll regret it if I don't.
Goddess,
So
watch over you.
hopefully we'll get more green here. We can turn one in. Was it tough starting out as melee? Yes. Level 1 to 10 on Melee Hunter is the most annoying and difficult leveling 1 to 10 for out of any class. And that's my wife. Hold on. So, of course, as always, I come home from work. I'm sitting here from 5 o'clock. My wife's over at her mom's house, right? And she had the day off today because her work gets off for Easter weekend, right? So I have no idea when she's going to come home. So I'm sitting here at like 5 o'clock. I walk the dog. I do all this stuff. I'm like, should I stream WoW, man? And like, as soon as I start streaming WoW, my wife's going to like freaking come home and call me and talk, you know, the usual. So I wait around till 6. She's still not here. I wait around till 6:30. I'm like, you know what? It's 6:30. I'm going to play WoW. Get on WoW. Start playing. She calls me. On my way home. Got with your stuff. You got to come out and help me carry all this stuff in. Just like happens every time like clockwork. Yeah, hardcore is the only way to play, Colin. It's the only way to play. You just started hardcore. You said been a hunter main since actual vanilla. But had never seriously thought of running melee. Yeah, I've played WoW since beta in 2004 on Doomhammer, so I've played the game ever since it. Before it was even released, I was playing it. Like I only got into the beta a couple weeks before the game came out, but I've been playing Hunter ever since vanilla. I played Hunter and Priest, so I was kind of like a Hunter Priest main in the original vanilla. So I'm just gonna play for like literally like 10 minutes here, and then I gotta, you know, once my wife pulls up, which is gonna be like 10 minutes from now, I've gotta help her carry some stuff in. So, of course, but then I'll be streaming, you know, later, and like I don't know, like an hour from now, or maybe even less than me. It just depends.
Peace be with
She wants to tell me about her day and do the wife thing and talk my head off for an hour. You never know. Which is fine. I'm not complaining. Where is?
Farewell.
Man, my inventory is such a freaking mess. Oh yeah. So, like I said, I grabbed some Thelendra seeds. I used my evergreen pouch, and lo and behold, I had 8 more grain. Lo and behold, I actually got 2 more grain. So let's turn this in. Which is funny because it's like one of these weird. I have this like superstition, and I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this. I have a superstition that goes all the way back to playing Lineage 2 with MMOs. My superstition with MMOs is that when you log in to an MMO, the RNG drops that you get are always the most favorable in the first hour of when you log in and play. The longer you play, the worse they get. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that, but it always works that way for me. Like I log in, RNG, use my evergreen pouch, get an evergreen case, open up, guess what? It's got more grain. You know, and then like as I play, I'll start getting more and more of these, and there'll be less and less more grain.
How may I help?
I don't know why.
Alone light your path. Till
Excellent.
next we
This
meet.
morrow grain will no doubt please the Archdruid. I must admit,
My other,
being
and I have
near
a
makes
little
me
bit.
feel a little uncomfortable. I can only
I actually have a little bit more to that theory, right? Here, hold on a second. And the more to that theory is that it always seems to be the best right when you log in, and it always seems to get good right before you log out. Which is like a way for the game like somehow reads your mind, knows. Like if I say, hey, I'm gonna get the God rays. If I say, hey, I'm gonna log out in the next 10 minutes, I'll get like a drop. but if you try to fool it and say you're gonna log out, but you really weren't planning to log out, you won't get anything. It's just one of those weird like things. It just seems, for whatever reason, it seems to happen that way. It's so weird, and it knows when you are going to log off, and it'll give you like something good will happen just to try to entice you to keep playing. But I can tell you, man, when I used to play Lineage 2, I always got the best drops within the first hour of playing, because in Lineage 2 it was a big grind fest. It was like EverQuest, right? You'd go in, you'd say, okay, I'm gonna go kill these drakes for like 8 hours straight. And I'm going to get 10% of my level, because that's about all you'd get. You know, you'd be level 40, spend 8 hours killing the same monster, and instead of being 41 or whatever, I'd be, you know... I just don't want to hear music right now. I don't want to talk over music. So you'd be 40, you'd be like level 40.00, you'd log in, you'd spend 8 hours killing
to maintain our link to the mainland. We
these
have
beasts,
hippogriffs
right?
constantly flying between Rutherran village and Darkshore.
You'd kill these beasts for 8 hours, and then when you logged out, you'd be 40.1. You know, 10% of your level. The day I quit Lineage 2, like I played Lineage 2 for a long time. The day I kind of just got tired of the game and quit was when I logged in and I spent like 8 hours playing, got like 10% of my level, and then got ganked by an assassin like 3 times in a row, and I actually de-leveled. I was like actually a lower level than I was when I logged in, and then like the next day the same thing happened again, where I logged in and I was like 39.85, got up to about 39.99, and then got ganked like 3 times, and then I was down to like 39.78 level, and I just like, you know what, I can't do it. I just gave up. I'm like, I'm throwing in the towel. I can't do it. And that was after playing the game for like, I don't know, a couple years or a year and a half, and that's right around the time, maybe playing the game for like a year, and then WoW came out, and I got into the beta. A friend of mine who worked for NCSoft in California he somehow got into the beta for World of Warcraft, and he got me a beta key or got access to beta. And I played World of Warcraft. I created a hunter. First character I created was a druid. And I still have the screenshot of my loading screen with the first character I ever created. And then after that, I eventually created a hunter. And what really sold me on WoW was I was playing a hunter, and I was in not Teldrassil. Yeah, I was in Teldrassil here. And I was just running through the woods, and I jumped off a hill, and I saw a mob, and I clicked on him, and I hit like, arcane shot or something, or whatever. I hit, some sort of a serpent sting. And my character did a flip in the air and shot an arrow mid-air. Remember, I was coming from Lineage 2 where you clicked to move. You know what I mean? You were literally clicking on the screen to move your character around. And then I went to a game where I'm jumping. Ooh, Flagwell the Cruel. What? And I jumped through the air, did a flip, and shot an arrow, and I'm like, man, this is the greatest game ever. Yeah, but losing the XP was brutal in Lineage 2 because it wasn't like it was leveling fast. Like I said, you'd spend 8 hours and only get 10% of one level, and then if you got ganked 3 times, you'd be lower level than you were. Now there was something in Lineage 2 called spell points, SP, and you accumulated SP by fighting, by killing mobs. So you didn't lose your SP. So if I spent 8 hours and I got killed 3 times, I would be lower level than I was when I started, but I would have gained spell points. And so it wasn't like I lost everything. And of course, obviously all the loot you got and the money you made and any kind of drops you would have gotten, obviously you get to keep that. But sometimes when you die in Lineage 2, you do drop stuff. And I remember one time, you can drop and it's brutal, man. You might spend like a week doing stuff just to get enough money to buy like an upgraded weapon, because most of the gear in the game you bought it from other players. Players would set up shop and they'd be selling like a staff, and I don't really, God, it was so long ago. I know some of the gear was dropped in the world, but some of it I think was crafted too. But you would buy it from other players. But it might take you like a week of playing to get the money to buy it. Then you'd go out there and somebody would gank you, and you would drop your staff on the ground. It was pretty rare because you never knew what you were going to drop. But you could drop your staff or your chest piece, and it's just sitting there on the ground, and anybody can pick it up. And it's worth money, man, because you just pick it up. You create a self shop in town of Aden or something, or one of the towns, and just sell it for instant money. So, I mean, and I hate to admit this, but I actually saw a character die once. I hate to admit this, but I actually saw a character die once, and they dropped a weapon. And when they had to run back to their body, I took their weapon. I said, man, I can't pass this up. I said, that weapon's worth a lot of money. And I picked it up, and I went to town, and as I was walking down the road, he walked past me, and then he got to his body, and his weapon wasn't there. And I think he remembered my name, and he messaged me. He said, did you see a weapon lying on the ground? I said, man, no, I didn't see nothing. I did. And, and I felt like this big, I felt like a real loser, like a real jerk. But, man, it was cutthroat. The game was cutthroat. Like, it was hard to make money. That shit happened to me where I died and stuff dropped on the ground, and people, you know what I mean? And I've had it happen to me where I died and my loot falls on the ground, and when I come back to my corpse, it's gone. So it was cutthroat. It was tough to make money, and the game was brutal. you know, and so it made you sometimes have to kind of to do that because you're like, man, you know, like I need that money, you know. I felt bad though. I gotta tell you, I felt bad, you know, for like a day. I was like, but you know what? I said, you know what? If I would have dropped something, he probably would have picked it up, you know. But that was all part of that game. That was just how Lineage 2 worked, man. It was a pretty brutal game. Anyways, I'm gonna go because I know my wife's gonna be home in like she's gonna be home pretty soon. And I don't want to be playing this when she gets home. I want to help her carry some groceries up the stairs. But I'll be back online streaming within the next hour. So we'll be back pretty soon. But yeah, good stories. But yeah, see, yeah, it's not hard. Like when Fuck Dude said it's not hard to level melee, it's not. It isn't hard to level your melee hunter. It's just time consuming. Like 1 to 10 is brutally slow. It's much slower than not because you just have a little dagger. Now the best thing you can do if you're going to level melee hunter is pick up herbalism. Like if you're going to be like a night elf, which I recommend for the 1%, you know, dodge. I would definitely go night elf. But pick up herbalism and pick up skinning. And skin everything and pick up all the herbs you can and sell all of it. Just sell it all. And make that money and go to Darnassus and learn staves and buy yourself a staff. As soon, like I'd say by like level 5 or 6, get yourself a staff. You can get it from one of the weapons vendors in Darnassus, and you're gonna be able to kill things a lot faster with that staff. Then go ahead and finish leveling, you know, to 10. Make sure, and then of course it depends on what kind of professions you're gonna use. I mean, I have leatherworking, but I probably eventually am gonna drop leatherworking. I'm probably gonna pick up enchanting. Because I think leatherworking, I mean, I have to look at all the things I can get at max level, but leatherworking is really not that, I mean, it's okay money for making money, but sell the leather and the herbs to the vendor. Just sell it all. Like skin everything you can, pick up all the herbs you can, sell it all to a vendor. Because you'd be surprised, like it's actually at your level, at level 1, it's really worth it's really worth good money to you. Because at level 1, like one herb is like 20 copper. May not seem like a lot, but when you're level, 1, 2, or 3, that, believe me, it adds up quick. And sell all that stuff. By the time you're like level 5 or 6, go to Darnassus. Once you get around like 15 silver or 20 silver, go to Darnassus because it'll be 10 silver to learn the staff from the weapons trainer. And then go ahead and buy yourself a staff and start smacking because you're gonna want a slow 2-hand weapon. It's the fastest way you're gonna level with a melee hunter is with a 2-hand weapon. Anyways. That's my tip. Definitely when you start out, go down that path. And I will catch you guys. Like I said, I'll be back within like an hour. And I'll see you guys then, man. Hope everybody's having a good Friday and happy weekend. Peace out.